Alright guys, welcome back to a brand new video back on the JKC Gaming channel. In this video I'm going to be giving you 3 tips that you need to follow in endgame if you're going to be good in trios. This video should be enjoyable, so drop a like, subscribe to the channel, use code JKC in the Fortnite item shop, and let's get right into it guys. The first tip I've got for you today is in endgame or later zones, before moving zones, make sure you're staying in your territory in your trio. So when you box up, you will have a territory. Also guys, make sure you're boxing up in hard maps, i.e. brick and metal. Do not base up in wood. But when you're based up, do not exit your box for any reason unless you are rotating as a full trio. If one of you exits, as the mistake you're seeing on the screen right now, they will get focused and they might even have to use a launch pad to get back to you. It's a really bad mistake that you do not want to be making in endgame, as it splits up your entire trio. It puts you at risk of having to use your extra shields for no good reason. It's just bad. Don't do it. On screen right now you're seeing a better example of how it should be done. All staying in your boxes, looking for tags of the storm surge and planning future rotates. Okay, and tip number 2 is listen to your IGL. I'm pretty sure you guys should all know what an IGL is by now. An IGL stands for in-game leader and stands for the leader of your trio, the one who makes all of the competitive decisions about rotates, and is generally the tarper as well. So you guys have got to be making sure you're following the IGL's instructions. Think of him as your boss if you are at work. He is your boss. He tells you what to do and you must do it without a moment's hesitation, because the IGL is the best in-game knowledge and he knows the best way to lead your trio to victory. By not listening to him, it's better 3 people making a wrong decision than 3 separate people making 3 different right decisions. You've got to be making sure whatever decisions he's making, you're following it with, and you're following it through. You do not want to end up on first moving zone like this example, with one player one side of the zone, the other player another side of the zone, and one I don't even know where else. You've got to be making sure you're staying with your IGL, as he is literally your saviour and hold your life in his hands at all times with his decision making. On screen is a better example of a rotate when following IGL's instructions. I thought tip number 3 went without saying, but after watching some people play, clearly not. The person who's tarping, right, normally the IGL, but it can be you can have a separate tarper. You need to make sure you are following the tarp in endgame. The tarper is not tarping because he just enjoys tarping and he wants no one to follow him. The tarper knows the best routes to take for our endgame and the best layers to move around to keep you guys alive. You have got to be following it. Otherwise there is no point in building a tarp that one player is going to use and the other 2 players are going to jump around and just play their own game. You've got to be playing as a team, and that's how you're going to get the win. In this game right here I found a massive refresh and built a massive tarp, but it took my teammates 5 minutes to get inside the tarp, and by that time one of them was dead and the other one had pretty much no mats because he ran off on his own. This is an example of following the tarper like he's meant to be followed. I really hope you enjoyed this video guys and you've learned a lot. I'll see you guys next video. Use code JKC in the Fortnite item shop to directly support me in game.